Star1438, and welcome to another episode of my Sore Thumb Game Reviews. Today, I'm reviewing a classic game, that being one of Super Mario Bros. For the NES. This original game is one of the most widespread games around there. Mario has appeared in around over 150 games, which is pretty impressive for a video game character. So, anyways, what I was thinking was to review this game because it's so well known by many gamers. Now, first I'm going to start with the graphics. Although, I know compared to some of today's graphics, it's not quite that good. But it was up to par for its time. Now, the graphics were only 8-bit, so obviously they're not going to be that good, but for an NES game of an 8-bit quality, this is pretty good. Now, next is the sound. Now, the sound is very good to listen to. Once again, 8-bit, it's not that great, but it's caused many people to make their own remakes of it, cover songs, tons of stuff like that. It's often now used in remixed versions of the newer Mario games, which you're probably all aware of. There's a version of the world theme and the underground theme as a remix in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Next is the gameplay. Now, the gameplay, it's a little stiff sometimes, but I think that just might be my controller, but it also was for the NES. Once again, I know I just keep bringing it up that it's for the NES, but that is one of its major reasons why it isn't as great as some of today's games, mostly just because of the console itself, and the capacity of the game. But I guess if you take all that into consideration, it's pretty good. Like, if you take all the stuff that's caused by it being an NES game and remove that, and just like take it in comparison to today's games, like it's much better than you could think. And also, if you compare it to some other NES games, you can say it's pretty good. Now, it's pretty simple for gameplay. All you really got to do is there were only 2 buttons you needed to push. Thus, them being the jump button A and the run button B, which, if you had a fire flower, also doubled as the button that shot the fireballs out of your hands. You really only needed those 2 buttons and the joypad. Yeah, the joypad. I think it's the called a joypad. D-pad, directional pad. Yes, D-pad. That's what it's called. Anyways, what this D-pad was used for was just moving back and forth. It was pretty straightforward. Now, if you take into account things like the overall gameplay compared to some newer games, New Super Mario Bros. Had a little bit better controls. That's because of the next-gen era. Finally was the entertainment value. What I find, it's a game you're gonna want to play it for so long. You're just gonna be like ridiculously addicted to this game if you will. Now, this game could end up you could end up playing this game for like ranging from an hour to less than an hour. Maybe I don't know. Kind of, how do you say, addicting. You probably end up playing this game. Some people can actually beat the game in around 5 to 10 minutes, which I find is ridiculous, but they're not playing through the entire game. Anyways, if you play through the entire game, you'll probably get more fun out of it. Now, I'm just going to go over the structure of the game a little bit. So next is the game structure. Now what the game does is you have 8 worlds to go to. each containing 4 levels. Maybe like 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. 1, 1 always being land. Well, not always, but what it does is you go through these 4 levels. One being land, 1 being underground, and I believe there was the occasional water level. Sometimes you came back up onto land on that one, but then finally you came to a castle which contained Bowser. Now each time, well, it wasn't really Bowser, but each time you would defeat him, you would go behind and you would end up seeing that it was just then you would get rewarded by finding the princess wasn't really there. And it's like, sorry Mario, but our princess is in another castle. That's basically the gist of it. Anyways, that's what I think about the game. Really, it's a great game. I really recommend you play it if you haven't already. And there's so much about this game. It's been been going on for a long time. I highly recommend that you do play this game. Alright, this is Shikamaru1438, My Sore Thumb Game Reviews. I will see you next time. Somewhere else, I don't know. Well, that's it for now. Peace out, man. Is that over? Jesus.